What would happen if you'd mix a transformer with a nature-loving druid? Today, we're building my first Daggerheart character to find out. For those here, Daggerheart is a new role-playing game from Critical Role's Darrington Press. It mixes narrative-based storytelling with a card-based system. Now let's create a character, a transforming robot that's all about protecting nature. Growing up, I was obsessed with robots, GoBots, Transformers. The whole thing shaped my childhood. So I picked a Clank for my character's ancestry to fit that vibe. As far as I know, the only class that offered any kind of transforming abilities was the Druid. So I went that route. I guess we're going full-on Beast Wars. For my subclass, I picked Warden of Renewal. In my background, I just picked Wildborn. Since Instinct is the main spellcasting stat, I put a +2 in it. I gave Agility and Knowledge +1, left Strength and Finesse at 0, and set Presence to -1. Would you have built your character differently? Drop your stat choices in the comment. I really wanted a scythe for my Clank, but unfortunately the only scythe available was a level 2 weapon, so I went with a quarterstaff instead. For armor, I just stuck with character guide and picked a leather armor. I figured that would be easier. I saw my Clank as somebody who's awkward around most sentient creatures. He can tolerate other Clanks, but he still thinks they're too mechanical for his taste. My Clank comes from a society that used to revere nature, I think, for its own sake. Then one day they slowly drifted, I guess, to a society that exploits nature just for its resources. My Clank got beef with the poachers because it set off the traps. A little bird used to visit it on a daily basis, but then one day it stopped. My Clank thinks the poachers got to the bird and killed it. For domain cards, I picked Wall Walk and Nature's Tongue. Wall Walk allows my Clank to help his allies climb walls and sheer surfaces. Nature's Tongue allows my Clank to basically speak with plants and animals around him. If you could pick your domain cards, what would they be? If you know them or have a copy of Daggerheart, tell me what domain cards you would pick, or make up your own. Leave that in the comments. Alright. I wish Daggerheart had some random tables and dice rolls for the character generation. I really enjoyed character generation, but I miss rolling dice. There's something more tactile about it. I did like kind of the character background questions. I really loved them. It made you think about your character more as an extension of yourself, but also as a movie character, a novel character. Not just a game piece that you're going to push through that on the board or through the world, but as a real kind of character that had its own kind of perception and feeling. I really like that. I'm not fully sold on the cards. I can see their utility for some parties that would need them for character creation. Since you have a limited set of cards, one player can have one card, and the other player has a different card. So there's no character overlap, and it will allow parties to be much more even. Beyond that, that's assuming you're all making your characters around the same table at the same time, using the DM sets of cards. But yeah, it's not bad. I think some newbies may need it. Very tactile. I'm just used to looking up a table or reading a chapter in a book and writing down my character sheet. That's just me. Right. A side note, and good old Wizards of the Coast bought Dungeons & Dragons before they themselves got bought out by Hasbro. I thought D&D was going to become something like Magic the Gathering, a card game that, you'd have to buy new cards. Ironically, now Hasbro wish they had done because they're so gung-ho after microtransactions, but that's a different story. Now, Daggerheart put the card form factor into gaming into good use, and I think they did it in a good way. It may not be for me, but it's really good. I don't think it's horrid. So that's my nature loving druid. Would you play such a character? Have you thought about other character concepts you want to play? If you've created a Daggerheart character, share some info in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and hope to hear from you soon. Thank you very much.